Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. This is Dr. Daniel Aguirre, standing for Mediterranean Survivor for African Migrants worldwide. Every day we keep on talking about how innocent youths are going through Mediterranean Sea because of hardship and bad government of African continent. Because of this, they take risk. Some of them prefer going through Libya and other dangerous places. My brothers and my sisters, first of all, I have this one advice for you. Every day, you people keep on watching television, CNN, Al Jazeera, and all social media, how people are dying in Mediterranean Sea and desert. But still, people are still living and taking that risk. And with the research we made, we find out that there are so many human traffickers who are making money out of innocent people by telling them that they have the best connection, they have this or that. At the end of the day, they will collect some money from them, and they take them to Libya and they leave them there. You know, they say government, they are in camp or they are not in camp, this or that. And those are lies. And at the end of the day, they will abandon them, they will find a way and they run or something like that. When they direct them to Libya, make their connections and some other places. And every day, I want you people to listen to this white woman and see what is happening and what she's saying about this Mediterranean Sea, where people are dying every day, you know, looking for a greener pasture. The European Union now have some of the European countries don't allow their ship to bat again. They see some of the NGOs, some of the people who rescue them, these people who try to rescue immigrants, and nobody have right to die in the sea. But some of the European countries don't allow them to anchor. It takes days. I want you people to go to see this particular video and see what we are talking about. It is dangerous, it is deadly. For you, if you want to travel to abroad, please do not follow sea. Organize your document and fly. It is best for you because a lot of people have died. I want you to watch this video now and hear from this particular agency, people who rescue people. They are Europeans and what they are going through just to rescue other people. So we'll keep on bringing you such a video so that at the end of the day, you will be watching and seeing how dangerous and deadly. That is why we Mediterranean Survivor for African Migrants have started making grassroots campaign for people to know the truth, because there are so many people who go to rural area villages having syndicates all over the world, and when they are trying to convince you, they will make you to sell their properties, they will make you to borrow money. At the end of the day, you'll be stuck in Libya. They will not tell you actually what is other people are going through, but just have a look. Keep on sharing, keep on pressing like. Once again, it's Daniel Aguirre. God bless you.
We cannot sail, we cannot resume our operations, we are effectively trapped. Sea-Watch 4, as well as its crew, were put into isolation outside Palermo in Sicily for more than 2 weeks. The whole team tested negative for COVID-19 twice during this time, but were forced to stay at anchor. They were denied a crew change and were unable to continue their passage to Spain. This is now the 5th rescue ship to be detained in an Italian port in as many months. On August 15th, the Sea-Watch 4 set sail for its maiden search and rescue mission. During the transit from Spain to the central Mediterranean, news broke of a fatal shipwreck off the coast of Libya. European authorities repeatedly ignored calls to help the stricken boat, and 45 people were reported dead. It was a devastating reminder for all of the crew of what is at stake. Over the next 7 days, we rescued 354 people in 4 separate life-saving operations, including the transfer of 152 people from the Louise Michel. These aren't just numbers. These are men and women Children, pregnant mothers, elderly people, people with disabilities. Almost 100 of those we rescued were aged under 18 and travelling alone, kids and teenagers without their parents. The youngest person on board was just 10 months old. Our MSF medics treated people for dehydration and hypothermia, for traumatic injuries and fuel exposure. One teenager had to be evacuated due to the severity of his chemical burns, sustained from exposure to gasoline and salt water mixed together in the bottom of a rubber boat he collapsed in. People told us they would rather die at sea, that they would rather be dead in the water than to spend another day trapped in Libya. After days without being given a place of safety, our request for a port became increasingly desperate. But again, EU authorities refused to take responsibility for those rescued at sea. And despite humbling resiliency, the survivors were pushed to their limits, psychologically and physically. Finally, 11 days after the first rescue, we were given permission to transfer the people to a ferry for quarantine. In the end, the ship was left with no choice but to enter an Italian port. Going in, we knew that it was unlikely that we would be able to leave. MSF called it a foregone conclusion, and we were right. Legitimate maritime procedures are being manipulated and abused by Italian authorities. Inspections of NGO vessels are becoming a way to block search and rescue efforts. From Moria to the Mediterranean, Europe's approach to migration has been to systematically trap and push back and abandon people, whether that is leaving them to die at sea or holding thousands of men, women and children in appalling conditions in camps on the Greek islands. Europe is disregarding its legal and moral duty to save lives by opting yet again to impose abusively bureaucratic and administrative measures on another life-saving ship. The Sea-Watch 4 must urgently be released so that it can recommence life-saving search and rescue in the central Mediterranean, because nobody should be left to die at sea.